No. Let me scroll up. Hold on. Pause if you need to pause. So I can scroll because I forgot to turn the camera on. And pause. And pause. Jane, those are not the same. No, see how they don't have parentheses? Yeah, you still need to find the vertex and everything.
I just write vertex or
We have those in a minute.
Yeah.
These problems are longer.
Okay, these are the ones.
No.
See, now I want you to take a second. Look at the front page and look at this page. See how the front page have parentheses?
Yeah.
These ones do not have parentheses. So, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember. Okay, these are all in the form where you need to do that negative b over 2a first.
Negative b over 2.
Okay, so to find the first part of the vertex, you need to do the negative b over 2a. So we got negative, what is our b? And actually put parentheses around all this. Negative 8 over 2a, which is what?
Negative 4.
Where the hell are you getting 4 from?
Don't you divide 8 divided by 2?
Oh, 1.
A is 1. It goes A,
Oh, I was thinking. Okay, I forgot.
B, and C. So it's going to be over 1. So what is a negative negative?
Positive.
Yep, so it's going to be 8 over 2 times 1
It's 8.
is 2. What is 8 over 2?
4.
It's going to be 4.
Thank you, Lord, Jim.
I'm having a break for it.
Okay, so the first part of the vertex is 4.
And this is 19, right?
So now this is the part where you need to plug in the 4. Okay, so at this step you're going to plug in the 4 and it's going to get plugged into here. So it's going to be 4 squared minus 8. Boom, I have another x, so I'm putting in 4 plus 19. And you put all that in on your calculator.
What the? Minus 8 to the 4. Plus 19. Get 3.
Huh?
Get 3.
3? Somebody else? 3? Okay, where does that 3 go?
For K.
The second number.
Yeah, it's the other part of the vertex.
The actual symmetry is 4.
The axis of symmetry is what?
4.
4, why?
Because that's the main number.
Yeah, the axis of symmetry is 4. And then does the graph open up or down?
Up.
It opens up, why?
Because it's going up.
Okay, if A was negative, graph opens down. Okay, so
Yeah.
somewhere on here, maybe write yourself a note. If A is negative,
Don't
graph opens downward, so it has a max.
So plus downstairs.
Being good, quit it. Everyone's being good today. Okay, so if A is negative, okay, then the graph opens downward, so it's going to have a maximum. Okay, and so now we're ready to graph this. So we graph it at 4, 3,
So max.
and we go up 1 over 1. And how do we do the second point?
We go up 4 over 2.
Up 4 over 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. And so does it have a min or a max?
Not mid.
It has a minimum. Mm-hmm. So that's why I said take good notes. If we need another day to review, then I'm push the test till Friday. But if we don't, then
Wait, didn't you say you had to go up 4 and not
Oh,
3?
he wasn't here for this.
1, 2, 3, 4. I went over up 4
Oh, my God.
Why did you go up 4 over 2?
because You don't.
Go 3 over 1
This-
is what you do.
Just go 3 over 1.
Yeah. Up 1.
So if you think about a regular quadratic, it starts at 0, 0. And then what's 1 squared? 1, so we go up 1 over 1. What's 2 squared? Yeah, so you go up 4 over 2. That's just how all quadratics are done.
Don't add.
I'm sorry.
Okay, the next one. Does it open up or down?
Down.
It opens down. Why?
Because there's no negative.
There's a negative out front. Okay, so to find our vertex, it's negative b
Negative 8.
over 2a. So it's going to be negative
8 over 2.
negative 8, yep, over 2 times what?
1.
Negative 1.
Negative 1. Then you get positive 8. Or
Side.
negative 8. That's positive.
You can type this in on your calculator too.
Positive and a
Hit the
positive.
fraction button. And then type everything in on the top and bottom like it should be.
I had negative.
You got negative 4.
Negative 4. And where does that go?
First number of your vertex.
Yep, so the vertex is gonna be negative 4, comma, and where do we plug it in? How do I find the other part?
You get inward.
Yeah, up here where there's, so I'm gonna say minus, I have an x, so negative 4 squared minus 8 times negative 4 minus 18.
Okay, hold on.
And you plug that in your calculator. Make sure you put that minus up front. Otherwise it'll screw everything else up.
It's too much to be your brain.
So hot and
It's negative 2.
so
Negative 2, somebody else.
yeah, that's over.
You got negative 2?
I do make problem.
No. So Jaden's our calculator typer today, or are we just not all gonna
No,
contribute?
because his math is wrong always.
Well, you get up and do something
Then
then.
try it.
I got you.
Huh?
What you get? Think I put it in
You got a negative 2? Who else? One more.
Bro, hold on, bro.
Negative 2, okay. So where does that go?
For this K. It's gonna be
Yeah, that's over.
Okay, what's our axis of symmetry?
negative 4.
Okay, and is this gonna have a min or a max?
Max.
Why do you think it's a max?
Because it's gonna be negative. It's gonna be going
It's gonna be negative, which means the graph's gonna open downwards.
Solid.
Okay, so it's gonna have a maximum. So we start by graphing it at negative 4, negative 2,
down.
down 1 over 1,
And then down 4 over 2.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
It's too much to. Oh my goodness.
I told you, it's a lot.
Is this the same thing? This one got parentheses. So this is gonna be easy.
Are we just distributing and?
Oh, no. Hold on, this.
Can I scroll?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Good.
Okay, the next section on your test, okay, is you're gonna do it in this order. Okay, you're gonna, step 1 is gonna be to distribute. What's distribute mean?
Take one and
Multiply the outside to the inside.
Yeah, it just means multiply, okay? And then our second step is always to
Combine like terms.
combine like terms. Okay, so it's gonna be negative 10 times negative 8,
Positive
80. Negative 10 times 2,
80.
negative 20. And how many ends do we have from here to here?
3 or 2.
1.
1.
Is that an H?
No, it's an N.
It's an N. Okay, and then this other one, always that's hanging out, you just drop it down, so minus 7n. What can we combine?
My turn.
The n, so I got a negative 20 and a negative 7 to give me what? Yeah, so it's gonna be 80 minus
Oh.
27n.
It's too much.
That's terrible.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Some of it seems silly to put on here now, because you know how to do the harder stuff, but the easy stuff, you're like. Okay, so this one, distribute 4 times 4,
Yes, 8, 16.
16. Oh,
16. 4 times 2b,
It's
8.
8b, and then we still got this 5 over here. Drop that down. What can you combine?
The 5 and the 16,
The 5 and the 16 to give you
21.
21 plus 8b.